Actually a warm day today. It was good. Well, we got it in. We didn't have any rain. That was nice. It was a little bit warmer than normal. I think it pushed our guys to give a little bit more than they have been because it's been cool. But that was good practice, and we're getting there. We got a ways to go. We got to figure out tonight. Excuse me. Tonight, looking at film, the things that we like so far, and the things we don't like, and chunk what we don't like, and keep what we do, and start narrowing this thing down a little bit. But so far, we've had good prep. You got a question?
You guys you've actually had some pretty big marquee national games here in the last several years. How do you feel like you guys are just kind of handling big games, big moments?
Just I'll give the boring answer, which is all the games are big to us. They are. All games are big. All games mean a lot. Every conference game is important. They're all very meaningful. Try to treat them all the same. You know, and it has to do with how you prepare and what you focus on. Focus on your job. Don't focus on who's in the stands or who says what. Just, you know, learn what to do it well, and do it with a lot of enthusiasm. So that's what we try to do.
What's impressed you about Jake Gaines and his time here, getting 4 starts?
Just a quick learner, you know, learned it quick. But played a lot of football, obviously, and was one of the leaders on his team, if not the defensive leader of his team. I think he led the team in tackles, and just played a lot of great reps on special teams. So just impressed with how quickly he learned what to do, and how quickly he's been in position to help other guys get lined up, and he's not afraid to communicate out there. He's a very good football player.
Since it's been a special week for him going up against the state where he used to live?
Well, my guess is they're all special. You know, I mean, I really think just playing between the hedges for the dogs means an awful lot to him. It's something that he never really had as a plan going into college, and all of a sudden here he is, and he's enjoying every bit of it. Got a chance to get engaged right there at midfield. I think it was midfield, and you know, this place means a lot to him in a short amount of time.
Talk about treating every game, conference game, the same. As far as Grayson goes, has his demeanor been the same this week as it's been the past 2
Yeah, good
years?
focus, staying on top of it in the meetings. I sit in almost every meeting, and you know, he's very attentive and always taking good notes, and you see it go from the meeting room to the practice field as far as knowing what to do and making the right calls. And certainly not perfect, but you can tell he's locked in, and you appreciate that. But you know, those other guys are locked in pretty good too. But he understands how to prepare.
I think he's looking forward to, being on maybe a bigger stage this weekend than the previous 2.
I mean, we're CBS 3:30, ESPN primetime. You know, so we've been in big stages already. So that's that much of a difference, really.
Mark, when Grayson came in, you guys kind of talked about needing another scholarship quarterback to help out with your numbers. But did you see him as a guy that you could maximize his talent and he could really help you with that position?
Well, we promised him an opportunity to compete for the job, and we were sincere in that, and we allowed that to happen, and he won the job. So, yeah, that's really all he could ask for, was a realistic shot at competing for the job, and we split reps as evenly as we could with the top 3 guys, and I don't think we could have been more fair in our approach to try to figure out who should be the guy. But going in, we really had no idea who the guy would be, and it turned out to be Grayson. And so far, he's done a nice job.
Kind of after Bo Scarborough has been suspended for the first 4 games for Alabama and was injured. We'll be back this week. What kind of challenges that present for you guys?
Bo's a very talented guy. We certainly watched his high school tape, and we were very interested in him. But as it turned out, he chose Alabama, and I don't know if they have plans for him or not, quite frankly. But before his career's over, I think he'll prove to be a really great back.
Speaking of recruiting, obviously it's a very big weekend. There's a ton of really talented kids will be coming here. I know typically recruits will tell you they choose schools though for playing time, things of that nature. But is this one of those rare instances where playing somebody like in Alabama, a team y'all competing against and on the recruiting field a lot, that the outcome could make some kind of a difference?
Well, I don't think the team that wins necessarily might get this guy over another. I think more times than not, as the game's being played, it reveals to the kid who he likes the best. If he sees a battle, somewhere in his gut, he's gonna be probably cheering for one team over the other. You know what I mean? I mean, I've seen that happen a lot more than the team that won got him. If he's not sure, I think it comes down to still, where do I fit in your plans? And what you know, what kind of people am I gonna be around?
Looking forward to having that many kids on campus?
I mean, it's not the easiest thing to manage, but it's exciting to know that many great players want to come to our school and be here for this moment. And I say to our recruits every week, you know, you could choose to be anywhere you want to be, and you chose to come here, and that means a lot. And so, for the ones that are about to come and enjoy this thing, we really appreciate it.
Do you personally get more requests for tickets this week than you
Oh,
would?
yeah. Well, my wife handles the tickets, and my assistant Ann, they kind of work together on tickets. So I always try to blame it on them. But I do. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing the calls you get, like yesterday, today, and tomorrow, you know, or Friday night. Hey, can you get me in the game? And I'm like, no. But, yeah, people do that. And, just old friends to former players to just somebody out of the blue, you know.
How close